like water and just flow. What is water? What does water do? Obviously, it flows. One of the greatest quotes came from the legendary Bruce Lee. He once said, "Be like water." What do you mean by that? When you pour water into a teacup, it becomes a teacup. When you pour water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You pour water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You pour water in a bathtub, it becomes the bathtub. It flows. To flow is just another word for adapt. Sometimes we got to just flow through whatever it is we're going through, whether it be good or bad. You just got to flow. You just got to go with the flow of things. Now, that's obviously easier said than done. Obviously, that's easier said than done. But things that are easy to do, are they really worth doing? No, they never are. It's usually those hardships that pay off the most. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, we all go through bad times. Every one of us. There's not a single person on this planet that hasn't. There's not a single person on this planet that is not going through bad times. But those bad times, they might have a bigger payoff than you think. There's always sunshine at the end of every storm. Yeah, when it rains, it pours, obviously. But what usually happens when it stops raining? The sun comes out. No matter how dark of a time you feel you're in, there's always light waiting on the other side. But in order to get there in a timely fashion, you got to flow. You got to go with the flow sometimes. Learning how to flow is one of the greatest ways to escape your own mind, to escape your intrusive thoughts. So we all have intrusive thoughts. We all try to map out how we're going to make hard times easy. You can't make hard times easy. That's why they're called hard times. That's why they're called dark times. You got to go through them. Whether they're emotional, whether they're physical, whether, you lost somebody, what have you. Some things you just got to ride out. You ask anybody who knows me, they'll tell you that's usually the advice that I give them. No matter what they're going through, you got to ride it out. Especially when you're dealing with intrusive thoughts and emotions. Because we're talking about stuff from within. And when it's in here and in here, you can't just turn that off. There's no on and off switch. Once it comes, you just got to be ready to flow and ride it out. Because I can tell you right now, that payoff is going to feel great. Because you get to tell yourself, hey, I mastered the storm and I made it to the sunshine. Now I'm going to go soak up some sun. Now I'm going to go relish in my victory because I got through my hardship and I survived. That's the payoff of flowing. That is the payoff of riding out the dark times to get to the light. That's the payoff of going through hell. The payoff of going through hell is always paradise, whether you believe it or not. Hard times are going to feel like they're lasting forever. But ask yourself, what usually feels longer? Time on the clock or time off the clock? When you're off the clock, you ain't got to worry. You have to work. You don't have to do anything because you're off. You're just off. You can enjoy the free time. That's why it's called free time. For those brief little moments, you're free. That's your luxury. But that's the thing about luxury is luxury doesn't last forever. But neither do hard times. Guess what I'm trying to say is nothing lasts forever. And once you, in your mind, you are content with that, you can get through anything. Always said there's two types of people in this world. There's people that are like water and people that are like soda pop. People that are like water, like I said, they know how to flow. They just know how to go with the flow. Nothing seems to bother them, even if it does bother them. You'll never know it because they got the best poker face, because they're just riding things out. They know it's not going to last forever, but they know it might feel like forever. But at the end of the day, water into a cup, water into a bottle. No matter where water goes, it flows. No matter what. On the other hand, you got people that are like pop. What's pop like? Fragile, fuzzy. All you got to do is shake it up a little bit and it's ready to explode. Kind of like a lot of people. A lot of people are like pop. It don't take much to shake them up. And they're ready to blow. They're just ready to go off the hinges. They're ready to snap. They're ready to scream. They're ready to yell. They're ready to cry. They're ready to just flip out on the world. Because they think it's easy. It's not. That ain't gonna make it no easier. It ain't gonna make it no better. What's gonna happen when you explode? Now you're just a mess. I know that sounds corny, but it's the truth. You know? So you got two choices. You can either be like water or you can be like pop. Flow or explode. It's your choice. The hardest thing for us to escape is our own mind. That's the thing about intrusive thoughts. They get you stuck in your head. I've been stuck in my head for a long time. I wish I could say I was lying, but I'm not. And I'm still working on it. It's the reason I came up with this channel. Because I figured, you know what, if I can't help myself all the way, I can at least help somebody else out there. Whether it be one person or two people or 2 million. Being able to flow is so important because it helps us to really just understand the meaning of contentment. Knowing that it's okay to not be okay. I've said this before. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. That means you're human. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to go through dark times, but you have to go through those dark times. Once they're there, don't try to run from it. Don't try to pretend that it's not there. It's there. The bad day is here. The bad luck is here. The bad times are here. How you decide to handle it, that's going to determine how long it's going to feel or how short it's going to feel if you just flow. What are you feeling right now? Are you happy? Are you sad? You want to scream? Ride it out. The worst type of emotion is an emotion that is bottled up. Because that can destroy you on the inside. And it's going to create even bigger problems for you. And it's going to make that dark time sentence even longer. And you're going to be waiting. You're going to at least feel like you're waiting longer and longer to just get to the sunshine. If it's raining, let it rain. If it's storming in your life, let it storm. Financial issues, whatever it is, relationship issues, friendship issues, health issues, life issues in general. There's no such thing as a person that doesn't have issues. So no matter who you run into, no matter how perfect they may seem, they are going through something. Everybody that you come across in your life is going through some kind of storm. You may not believe it. Some people just got better poker faces than others. I do. I get it a lot. A lot of people say, Eric, you never seem like you're having a bad day. You never seem like you're down. You're always chipper. You always got a smile on your face. I haven't always been this way. Said it before. Everybody goes through something. Everybody's been through the ringer. I've been through my fair share of years of being like Pop, always ready to explode, always easy to shake up. Until one day I finally reached a sense of contentment to whereas, like I said, it's okay to not be okay. I'm okay with not being okay. And you can be okay with not being okay too. You can be fine with that. You just got to know how to flow. As a person who has spent years upon years upon years trying to figure out and realize his own self-worth and escape his intrusive thoughts, it's a hard thing to do. And I'm still trying. I'm still working on it. But I can honestly say, nowadays it seems easier because of how much I've learned just through living. Just learning how to flow. Just learning how to take the crookeds with the straights. Good days with the bad days. Sunshine with rain. Joy and pain. You're all going to go through both. You're going to go through both sides of the spectrum. But tell yourself, it's going to be okay. Because it's okay that you're not okay. It's okay if you're having a bad day. It's okay to cry. It's okay to show emotion. That makes you human. And when you understand that you're human, you'll know how to flow. Think about water. What does water do? Water goes down a stream. Water flows through an ocean. It hits cracks and rocks and bumps. It creates waves, tidal waves, tsunamis, what have you. It rains. But at the end of the day, it flows. It just keeps on going. And that's what you got to do. You got to keep on going. Don't stop. Just keep going. Ride that wave. Weather that storm. Flow down that stream. But keep going. And keep flowing. I ain't trying to preach to you, but it is what it is, man. Such is life. I want you to try something. I want you to go in the mirror. Look in the mirror. And I want you to tell yourself 5 times, I am water. I will adapt. I will flow. I am water. I will adapt. I will flow. Say that 5 times. Mean it. Because you're not just telling your reflection, you're telling yourself that you are going to be okay. No matter what you're going through, you are water. You will adapt. You will flow. Because that's the way God made you. I hope that this little piece of advice helped. I really do. And as usual, I want to end this video by saying no matter where you are in your life, no matter what you're doing, if nobody else tells you, I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Stay blessed, stay healthy, stay motivated. This is your boy Eric the Voice. Stay true.